Hey guys, welcome to the shop. I'm Fred. So, I was working on that square. I did get one side done. It was very difficult. I was playing around with different milling cutters. I went out and got a 3-inch by 3/4 mill bit. I tried to get a 1-inch. They didn't have any and they were pricey. Anyway, so I've got this one here. We're going to do just some small cuts. Anyways, let me just get you right to that square and we'll start cutting. Okay guys, I'm going to just do the little paper trick here. See if I can get this, just till she grabs the paper. There we go. There, she's grabbing it, okay. So I know this is about 2,000 an inch, maybe less. I'll set the VRO up again. And we'll just take a real fine cut. All right. And that's the put her in here. So I got 0 here, 2 foul here, and 0 at the other end. So I know it's the plate's not sitting straight this way perpendicular, it's kind of canted a little bit. So I know the edge, the bottom edge is a little bit out. Probably, maybe just a little less than a 16, so I'm going to be taking off quite a bit of meat here. Want this stuff, so I did trim this side in. I know this side is flush, square. So yeah, just gonna go back and forth until we get her all even, and then I'll come back. I want to check out a channel called Wood Creek Workshop. Util. He's taking his headstock apart on his lathe. Big job. Doing a really nice job at it too. Changing all the bearings. Check out that video. Really interesting. I wouldn't want to do it. Anyways guys, so I'll come back when we're at the final cut, or close to it. Okay guys, we're on the last pass here, so we just got a little bit more to take off, so this will be the last pass. Let's get some oil on there. It has been a slow process, but you know what? The milling bit is very sharp. All right, guys. Hang in there. These chars are so sharp when the stick to your clothes and all that stuff. Man. that's all she wrote. So looks like it's pretty good here. Let me clean up this this crap here, and we'll come back. Okay, guys, we're back. So we got both sides done. Like I said, I had to take a little bit of more meat off on this side here than I did on this side here. But overall, it turned out great. We're square, which is awesome. Yeah, that turned out really well. So I'm pretty stoked about that. This was like a small project. I thought it was going to be, you know, inexpensive, other than buying a milling bit that fits this here. I'm not even going to bother doing this side here because it's always 90 degrees. I'm always working on it. So this allows me to clamp material to the sides here to make good 45 when I'm doing some welding. I tried to make one of those infinity blocks or infinity cubes, and that's what kind of set me off thinking, you know what? When I didn't machine it, it was off, and the infinity cube, which I have here, hang in there. The infinity cube was all a few spots were cattywampus. You can see right here, it wasn't square, and it's because this was not 100% square. With the table, the 45 was great, but when you clamped it, it would cant the 45 off by a few degrees, so it ended up making my infinity cube here all crooked. So I had to kind of pull and do whatever I had to do to get it in the shape, but I wanted a perfect square. I bought one of those squares called a Fireball, which is in my drawer here, from Fireball Tools. Great product, but I wanted something quick and easy. This is a Fireball tool. It's got the 45s, 90s, 30 degrees here. You got your 90s to do your welds on the edges. But this is for work. This is for the shop. So you have to weigh the odds. Work or shop? My shop before work, unfortunately. So this is what was built at the shop with some cold rolled steel, and yeah, it wasn't 100%. So via the milling on the sides, they get the 45, and like I said, it's dead nuts 45 now, which I like. So I'm pretty stoked about that. At least I've got a fairly decent square for when I'm doing corners. All right, and that's about it. It's a wrap. All right, hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So, yes, this was a bit of a challenge to get it in the mill. I thought I could put it on a small angle plate and put it this way, but it was too big. And yeah, so it was like, get a I believe that's a 4-inch or a 3-inch. Let me just check here to be 100% here. So that milling bit there is a 3-inch, 3.5-inch, pardon me, 3/4. I have a 1-inch, which was great, but then you got to flip it over and dial it in like dead nuts straight, and it was very difficult. So this turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Most of the time when I'm doing any kind of manufacturing or fabbing, I always use 45s. And my buddy that at work, we tigged up everything else. We thought it was dead nut straight, but unfortunately, it was like I said, on this side here. Hang on. So the plate is 250, so which is a 1/4 inch. I had to take off almost 50 thou on that one, and yeah, about 40 thou on that side. So it wasn't 100%. I think the next time I make one of these squares for welding, I'll use some cold rolled plate steel instead of a hot rolled. It turned out great, but you know, you have to machine the edges here, and then you have to machine these edges here. I think if I use hot rolled, cut it to 45 here, make sure it was 45. Like I said, I'd probably take my Fireball and put it on there and make it, and then take it all up and have it all clamped down. But I didn't have anything to clamp down at the time. My Fireball stays at my home shop. This stays at my workshop at work. So we were just using a typical square to make the 45, and we thought we had everything plumb, but unfortunately it didn't happen that way. So now everything is plumb. Top is, I fly cut the top on both sides, and I had some cold rolled that I cleaned up really well when I laid it down. So, and we milled off this edge here with that big 3.5 inch by 3/4 mill bit, and it turned out great. Yeah, the mill bit was $100. This steel here was $20. So it all turned out good at the end. I'm like I said, I'm pretty happy that the edges, because I need it for my plasma table. Eventually, I will keep this thing going. It's just that time restraints, things that are going on in the world with this virus, is making everything very difficult. Anyways, so that project for my welding 45 is great. Turned out perfect. Anyways, I'd like to say thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. You guys have a great night. Hit that subscribe button. Send me some comments. Have a good night. Bye.